Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Our Way of Thinking TV, where I bring y'all trending topics and real life conversations. If you know, tap in with me. We have a story today. If you don't know, if you have not heard, Derrick Groves, Derrick Groves was captured in Atlanta. If you do not know who that is or not familiar, he was one of the 10 inmates who escaped from a prison uh, from New Orleans back in May. He was the last to be captured. He has been on a run now for about 5 months. It's crazy work. He has been found far away from where he originally was. And we're just going to get into some videos showing his capture, showing how he was living. And it's just crazy to see the circumstances that he was in and the way he was living. It just wild. But let's go ahead and get into these videos.
I heard some. I'm not a lawyer, but they done caught Derrick Groves. If you don't know, Derrick Groves was the last of the 10 inmates who escaped from the New Orleans jail on May 16th, and we are in October. So he was on the run for 145 days. But today, he was found in the crawl space of a home in Southwest Atlanta. Atlanta. Now, according to CBS News, Derrick was incarcerated because in October of 2024, a jury found him guilty of second-degree homicide after firing a rifle in a block party during Mardi Gras. So he was waiting to be sentenced on that conviction, and he had also pled guilty to manslaughter charges related to two other shootings. Now, wait a minute. So Derrick is now back in police custody, and one of my questions, because I'm not a lawyer, is what new charges is he going to face now that he's been captured? Obviously, escaping from a prison is a crime, so I imagine that charge is probably a no-brainer. But honestly, my biggest question is, how did he get captured? How did police know where he was? And if he's committed any crimes since he's been on the run? I'd imagine those will be a problem as well. Those are my quick thoughts, but I'm not a lawyer, so if you are a lawyer and maybe represented someone who escaped from prison, comment below and let me know what kind of charges that he could be facing.
Children's shoes, wigs, clothing, buckets, and tinctures labeled with the names of flavors.
Oh, he was up in here. This is where he was.
Show me where he was.
And the crawl space, where Derrick Groves was found hiding in a Southwest Atlanta basement. Authorities tracked him down to Honeysuckle Lane, nearly 5 months after authorities say the 4-time convicted killer climbed through a hole behind a jailhouse toilet and scaled a fence to escape.
What is your reaction to finding out that someone with those kinds of charges was living in your house?
I was shocked. I said, you gotta get the hell out of here.
The home's owner, Richard McQueen, let us inside. Most of the home's entrances had been breached and the home trashed. McQueen said the tenant was a young woman. He said he wasn't sure when she started renting because he'd been out of town.
They paid rent.
Just crazy to see. And I just can't believe and understand you break out from prison to go to conditions like this where the house is trashed, you're living in a crawl space. You might as well have just stayed in prison. I mean, the conditions probably would have been better. You're on the run, uh, and you can't even do anything. You can't live right. You're looking over your shoulder. It's just crazy to see. He should have just stayed in prison if you ask me.
Do we have Derrick Groves?
In a Fulton County jumpsuit and handcuffs, Derrick Groves appeared before a Georgia judge Thursday morning.
And do you want to challenge extradition, or do you want to return to Louisiana?
I want to return where I'm from.
You want to go back to Louisiana?
Yeah.
Okay.
WWL Louisiana was the first to confirm that Groves was arrested in Atlanta Wednesday after U.S. Marshals and Atlanta police raided this house. His capture startled nearby neighbors.
How did he get in this house from yours? Someone had to bring him here.
I said, oh my God, that close to me, and I didn't even know it. But I would go to the mailbox. I said, somebody is looking out that window. And when I saw him in the color, I said,
this stuff here, you got a busted up house.
I got a busted house.
This is where Derrick Groves, an Orleans Parish jail escapee who was on the run for nearly 5 months, was found. It looks like a chair was set up for him to climb inside of a crawl space. Tear gas is burning our noses. Drug paraphernalia all around. The space is trashed. This is where Derrick Groves was found, in the basement of this house on Honey.
Yeah. Once again, just was it even worth being on a run for that long? You know, and from what I'm hearing, maybe the girlfriend, they were having an argument and she may have been the one to turn him in. Or it could have been a neighbor. It's just hearsay at this point. We really don't know. Uh, but he was captured and he is asking to be sent back to Louisiana.
On my soul, sure they ain't on my block. On my soul, he wasn't up the street. Boy, if I would have known already, I would have told on your ass, boy. Hey, boy, don't blow no kiss at me. They gonna be blowing kisses in Fulton County too, boy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your ass know how to play hide and seek, though, on my soul. But hey, who got that money? Who the one that snitched on him?
Crazy. I just thought that was funny. I don't know if it's a voiceover or what, but as you can see, he still got the cocky attitude. He blowing kisses and like he just don't care. But yeah, I just had to bring this news to you. This wasn't supposed to be a long video. You know Woody, he gonna tell it. Like he said something about how he seen him in the club or something like that.
Told them folks on TikTok. Me and my buddy was in the club with him. And y'all know I played you. I was like, hey, that nigga escaped from New Orleans prison right there. That nigga holler like, nah, that ain't him. I'm like, bro, that is him. He like, that ain't him. Man, I be damn, we wake up the next day with him. Nigga. Didn't they have like a $50,000 reward out for this nigga? Man, I would have told him, hey, bro, look, I'm gonna put 10,000 on your account, nigga. You need to go turn yourself in. Cause you just in the club, just chilling, nigga. You ain't got no mission. You ain't got that. That's how you know that nigga the CIA. That's how you know that nigga the CIA, y'all. Don't let these folks fool y'all. He done.
Hey, this is all alleged. But yeah, once again, y'all tell me what y'all think. Get in them comments. Uh hit that subscribe button. Our Way of Thinking TV. I'm out.